Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the Doctor Who and Autism series. Today I'm joined with Chandler, and Chandler has autism and likes Doctor Who. So thanks, Chandler, for coming back.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know you, because I think you came on like last year. We went on each other's podcast last year. Like just say to everyone who you are again.
Yep, sure. Hi guys, my name is Chandler. I do go by the Autistic YouTuber. So yeah, last time we talked a little bit about autism and pretty much my YouTube channel. But yeah, now I believe we are talking about Doctor Who this time round. So it's going to be exciting. This episode will be.
Yeah. Maybe just like to remind me, and like when would you diagnosed with autism?
Yeah, actually, so yeah, I should probably actually start with that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure exactly what age I was diagnosed, but it was definitely at a young age. Because obviously at school I was pretty much, I didn't have any friends to hang out with at schools. I was always pretty much distant to myself. Usually after school when I come home, I'm always go up straight up to my bedroom, put my headphones on and listen to my music because obviously different types of people with autism, they have their own unique comfort, and for me it's music, and that's all I pretty much did when I was like a kid growing up. My music was my comfort even to today at the age of 24 still. But yeah, rolling on to the day at the moment, I signed up to a job centre plus because I'm currently out of work, so I'm trying to find a new job. I do struggle socialising with other people around me, but I am doing the best I can try to socialise. Not the greatest, but I do have some great support to help me along the way, which is brilliant.
Yeah, and like yeah, I completely agree, and it's hard to get a job in it anyway, isn't it? Like when you find a job. But yeah, like it's good that you wanted to come on today, Chandler, because Doctor Who really linked into autism, I think, with especially like with hobbies, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely as well. Like this new Doctor Who series as well, when it just ended up being released as well, I think it's going to be something a bit more exciting as well. That's for sure.
Yeah, because we got the announcement well yesterday. Yeah, we got as we're recording this, we got the announcement yesterday, which was pretty shocking to get it then.
Just out of nowhere, just here you go, have the thing talk to no clues.
No, just getting that announcement out there.
Yeah.
Are you happy with who it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty much because obviously I feel like it's brilliant because they're bringing the Doctor in with diversity. Like they're bringing diversity into Doctor Who right there this time round. Because last time, obviously, Jodie, who's the 13th Doctor, is going back to male, but diversity this time, which is also brilliant.
Yeah, it's good that like it's that they like to pick actors that aren't in many popular things. That's the first, though, don't they? They like to like not a well-known actor.
Yeah, indeed. Because there's only one show I've seen in the comments, like on social media, that some people recognize him from.
Yeah.
And I've heard of the show, but I don't really want to say that much.
Yeah. I've heard of the show as well, and it's a good show. I did mention on the last episode For anyone who didn't know what it is, but it was the only thing. It was pretty like got a lot of energy in him, the actor. So I wouldn't have thought it would be him. I've got to be honest. Like I watched him in the show, and I liked him. He's probably one of the best characters. Eric, his name was in that show, and yeah, it probably come to a shock, but you're always shocked whoever it is in Doctor Who, aren't you?
Yeah, indeed. Because
Yeah.
you never know who's going to be like the sidekick in a TARDIS with the Doctor, or like who the Doctor's going to be facing off again. Like bringing back, I think it was the Master recently again.
Yeah.
Or one of the old enemies the Doctor faced off. Yeah, that was unexpected to see. Like seeing the Daleks return as well after such a little while was also brilliant. Alongside the Men, fantastic. That series, that was a great series as well, indeed. I think it was, and it's going to do much great more things, hopefully, with the series, especially with the new writing involved.
Yeah. Are you excited about Russell T Davies coming back?
Yep, that's correct. Which, because obviously Russell T Davies, he first wrote series 1 and I think up to series 4 perhaps, with David Tennant in the reboot series, and there was quite a few scary episodes in that one, which with Russell T Davies, he's like a horror director. Like if you look at him as Samai Ramai, who directed Evil Dead, he's like a horror version of Full Doctor Who.
Yeah, he is like the Doctor. He should be the Doctor.
Because he's good at writing the episodes in a way that provides by getting the fuse by getting the fuse to set at the edge of the seat because they know how scared an episode could be, especially if you're watching in the dark.
Yeah, we need scary episodes again, don't we?
Like the episode Blink.
Yeah,
that was absolutely
terrifying. Yeah, you got the Vashta Narada as well. That was a scary one. I'm not sure when he went. I'm not sure. I know when he was here with the first started in 2005, but I'm not sure when he actually left.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that much either. But
yeah,
I'm glad he stayed on for a little bit though, which was amazing.
Yeah, like we had David Tennant. Like it was great. Like, do you have a favourite like Doctor at the moment? Or?
Probably would have to be Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
Yeah, because he was born. He comes from Northampton, pretty much where I come from as well. So.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Like, do you still watch it now? Doctor Who. Like, continue on from where it's now.
I didn't really follow the series as it was happening a few years ago. Recently I did watch like this. I did catch up on a lot of episodes recently, just to know whereabouts everyone is, because I kind of lost interest after Matt Smith, like when I was a teenager. But after I watched quite a few episodes of Jodie's Doctor, it did kind of got my interest back into Doctor Who again, and I think it's definitely. I'm definitely safe to say I definitely am caught up to the series, except for the latest episode that is out at the moment. I haven't watched that yet.
Okay. Yes, it's hard, isn't it? Because I think since Matt Smith, it hasn't been that level, has it? Like, really.
Yeah.
Kind of went down from when he was regenerated. And then we lost the music after Peter Capaldi, didn't we? Like the music we like. Which with autism is that's something that it's really good. Like when you watch things, like music helps us.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know when you write things up, or like if you do a video or do a podcast, like I have to listen to music. If I don't listen to music, I lose concentration.
Mm. Yeah, but everyone has their own unique little thing for what they want to focus on. I mean, so, I mean, for me, when it comes to sleeping, I tend to listen to ASMR because
Yeah.
otherwise, without it, I can't fall asleep either.
Pretty cool.
But anyway, I don't know if I can ask you the question then.
Yeah.
Since you asked me who's my favorite Doctor, who is your favorite Doctor?
My favorite Doctor is it's David Tennant.
Okay.
And purely because I grew up watching him. I grew up watching Matt as well, but I was sad when David left. I was really young. I cried when his regeneration was, and it was like he was actually leaving. And then it got better once Matt Smith was there. Like from his first episode, I loved Matt Smith. But I got that vibe with with Christopher Eccleston. I got that vibe. He was going to be a really good Doctor. You kind of get that from the first episode, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it was the David Tennant first episode, great. Matt Smith first episode, great. And then after that, Peter Capaldi episode, I didn't like because it took him so long to realise he was the Doctor. Near enough the whole episode. Like I understand the difference between that and David Tennant's first episode. David Tennant was literally still regenerating that whole episode. And Peter Capaldi kind of wasn't. He kind of forgot who he was. It was a bit weird. And then with Jodie, it was a bit complicated because she falls out of the TARDIS, then she's suddenly on Earth, with no bruises or anything like that. I think there's a book. There's a Doctor Who lockdown book I got, and in that book it actually tells you the story how it was when she fell out the sky, what happened, and the stuff she saw. But it would have been nice to see that because you don't normally you fall out the sky. She could have been anywhere, and then she transport herself to I think it's Yorkshire, if I'm right, that she was in. But yeah, it's from the first episode. So David Tennant, to answer your question.
Also, great choice.
Yeah. Do you have like any episodes that you remember that you like think that's my favorite episode?
Can we include Torchwood or Class in the episode in the options? Or Sarah Jane?
Yeah, if they are, if you like them. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. Wait. This is going to be fun, actually. I think I'm just going to focus on Doctor Who at the moment.
Okay.
Obviously, with Christopher Eccleston, it has to be the one with the dummies, like when the dummies come alive.
Oh, that's his first one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's called the episode title is called Rose.
Yeah, that's it.
That was that was definitely really oddly interesting to watch. It was. The Empty Child, obviously quite scary, but also hilarious.
Yeah, petrifying.
Yes, that scared me in the dark when I was a teenager.
Yeah, was you thinking that that would actually happen? If you do you think that would actually happen in real life?
I mean, if that happened, I'll probably just go under a shelter or like just hide away.
You'll be saying, "Mummy, are you my mummy?"
I'll probably just say, "Yeah, sure, I'm your mummy," but I'll just have to like sign some adoption forms to make sure it's legal.
Do you remember that episode with the dolls with Matt Smith in the wardrobe?
Hey, I think so.
Yeah, like it was the Doctor. He went to this place and his son was always thinking like the wardrobe was real, like you go in it and it's like a whole different mansion.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That
Yeah,
was.
that was scary, wasn't it? Like he was actually turned into a doll
Mm,
in the wardrobe. Oh
that was definitely one as well.
yeah, that was a really good episode. I think all the scariest episodes are the best, aren't they? Because they're like literally so scary.
Oh yeah, indeed, they are definitely the greatest
Like
ones.
Matt Smith, that was probably one of the only, that and the silence were probably the most scariest parts when Matt Smith was Doctor. I think.
There's also the one with it to do with Mars, like the water.
Oh yeah, that was the 10. That I was petrified of that. I was like 3 episodes. I was keep saying, "Is that can happen to me? Is that can happen to me?"
Mm,
I'm not. Don't drink the water from the tap.
indeed. I mean, then also don't forget you got like Torchwood, which was like a great spin-off from Russell T Davis when he written those episodes. Because not gonna lie, when I watched Torchwood first time round, one thing that blew my mind was how violent it was in some of it, and the language. Because obviously I always saw Torchwood through the Doctor Who universe. So bringing Torchwood as a spin-off opened up a new world for me. Like
Open up a new world for you.
yeah. And then there's Sarah Jane Adventures. Obviously, I grew up watching that one, which I recently got a box set like a couple months back, and there was an episode that shook me to my mind, which was the episode where Clyde, Ronnie, and Sarah Jane all get sent back in time to three different periods.
Yeah.
And there was a scene on, well, because it's only on DVD. There's a scene on there that was explicit language involved.
Yeah, because I don't think Sarah Jane is on BBC iPlayer anymore, is it?
Nope. You can only get it on DVD, the box set now, at the moment.
Because I used to, I think that's where I watched it, BBC iPlayer.
Yeah. I have to admit though, Sarah Jane Adventures is also a great show.
Yeah. Yeah, it had, I think Matt Smith and David Tennant appeared in it. Didn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, David Tennant and Matt Smith. Yeah, Matt Smith indeed as well.
And then they did that Class spin-off, didn't they?
Yeah, that one didn't really take to my interest that much, though.
No, it didn't. I didn't really like it. And then you had Peter Capaldi in one of the last episodes, I think.
Oh yeah. That was a weird turn there. It's like,
yeah,
who's better than to bring in the Doctor?
What are these people? They're like college students or something, aren't they?
I think they were. I think they are from Cardiff.
Oh.
Which probably would make sense because obviously the Torchwood that was based in Cardiff as well.
Yeah, they'll be going back to Cardiff, won't they? For the next season.
Yeah. Oh, that would be absolutely nice.
I plan to go and visit it this year. We'll go to Cardiff and want to see some of the locations.
Oh, that would be brilliant. I would love to do that myself.
Yeah, like, is there any in mind that you'd like to go to, like a location from Doctor Who? Like,
maybe just play the place where, like, when they filmed the area of like Torchwood, like
yeah,
the building.
That would be like Torchwood, like Bay or something, like Cardiff Bay, I think, like in the middle of that. Yeah,
because that's the only place I sort of really well know. I know well from the TV show.
Yeah,
it would be absolutely brilliant just to see that. To be honest,
you got Yanto's shrine there.
Pardon?
You got Yanto from Torchwood. You've got his
shrine.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Yanta, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely. Yeah, he was definitely a great character.
But
Indeed.
what's your thoughts on nearly the whole cast? Like basically got killed off, didn't they? Near enough to the end. You only had Gwen alive, I think.
Yeah, Gwen and Jack, and obviously Gwen's husband. As soon as I got to the fourth series, the fourth one wasn't too bad. It was still kept me hanging on, but after I nearly finishing the fourth series off, it was just kind of making me adjust to it as the fact, okay, yeah, I could kind of get used to this, just having where it's just Gwen and Jack and Gwen's husband on Torchwood, because it's nice and quiet, it's a bit calmer, they still seem organized. And I loved how it was like in between the UK and the US. So it felt a bit cooler in some ways.
Well, they went to the US, did they, for Torturers as well?
Yeah, because everyone couldn't die except for Jack.
Yeah. I bet you thought that one very good.
Yeah, because in Torchwood, I remember in the very first episode of the fourth series, Torchwood facility was blown up, and that's how I think after that, a few years later, they come back together to find out that they're trying to figure out the truth from why everyone couldn't die except for Jack, and hence the TV series continued on to explain, to find out reasons to try and stop it from happening again.
Yeah. I think they ended it in the right way, because they would have had more. I think Martha was in it for a period, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think series 2 in the middle of the series, just for about 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, they linked it into what was happening in Doctor Who at the time, didn't they?
Oh yeah, by the mention of Doctor as well, from Jack, hearing the TARDIS as well. It was just it's amazing how they kept that mentioning involved, because obviously it's still part of the Doctor Who universe in a way.
Yeah. Torch was good, but I think Russell T Davies will probably make more spin-offs now. Like mini-series maybe on Disney Plus or something.
Perhaps Disney Plus, maybe not at the moment. Yeah, for Doctor Who related stuff. But
maybe with actors that already been on the show, like maybe a story like mini-series on there for like not so new, like with human Doctor David Tennant Doctor with Rose in the Parallel Universe. They could do something along those lines, like 6 episodes or something about that. But for something new, I don't know. Like, was that on the BBC day when Torture was out initially? Was that put on the BBC? Do you know?
Yes, it was shown on BBC 3 in past, and it still actually is on BBC iPlayer actually.
Yeah, because BBC 3 has recently come back, hasn't it?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, in the right time. It's weird, isn't it? Like, we get Russell T Davies back, BBC 3's back. Maybe Doctor Who Confidential might come back.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, Doctor Who Confidential was the highlight of watching Doctor Who, because you watch the episode and then you have probably another hour or so to watch what happened during that episode, like how they made it and stuff.
That would definitely be amazing.
So like they bring Russell T Davies back. He's probably brought half of his team back, or even a new team, because I believe in Russell T Davies. He knows what Doctor Who needs, doesn't he?
Yep.
Like I wasn't fussed whoever the Doctor is, even though we know now who the 40th Doctor is. I'm not as so worried, because we know Russell T Davies will be writing it, and he was good at writing it. And the actor who's done it, I saw a couple of interviews that he loves Doctor Who. He's always loved it. He's a fan, and like it's better when you're a fan and you've watched the show, isn't it? Because you know what it's about. Better to pick people like that.
Yeah, indeed,
Yeah.
definitely.
Is there any episodes that you don't like in Doctor Who?
Uh, I think the one thing that I don't like about Doctor Who is some of the historical episodes
Hmm.
on how they go into the past. I
Yeah,
think that's the only thing I do dislike about some of the episodes.
we need to go in the future, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
We need to stop bringing people back.
Yeah. I mean, I like the future, but not when it's like to the end of the universe, so like the end of the time. I like it when it's just a couple years ahead, right? So present day. Like, that's something about that. It's more exciting for me.
We need more in
Like,
space as well, don't we?
yes,
We keep going on the
like people
land, on Earth.
definitely across the universe would be brilliant
Yeah.
as well.
I like it when it's on different planets.
Yeah. Or
Like,
maybe have a backstory about more about Gallifrey, because there's always talks and some flashbacks about Gallifrey and the Time Lords.
don't you think they should like kind of give Gallifrey a break or something? Because we keep going back and forward with it, don't we?
In some ways, yes, but I reckon if they made a spin-off series for it, it
Yeah,
might just be able to explain all the answers
yeah,
for everyone to like know. Okay, what's Gallifrey? Who are the Time Lords fully? And then these and that way, they might not be able to mention it in quite, as you're saying, in a few episodes, perhaps.
hmm. Yeah. It would be nice. Like, yeah, it's a good idea just to explain what's happened because when Doctor Who, they don't always answer the questions in the episodes, do they?
Not really.
Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting. Like see what happens in 2023. Like I say, bring back as many companions you can, as many people that have been in the show before for that, like Joey Whittaker's last episode. Where we know like Tegan and Ace are gonna be there, but for the 60th, like go big for this episode and the 60th because they only come around once. Like and then once that's gone, that would possibly be their last chance in Doctor Who. Well, like they've had their time. Give new actors a chance. Like we have the iconic Captain Jack Rivers song.
Yeah.
Those kind of characters we'll always remember, but we need other characters that are going to be as iconic, and you're always going to remember them too.
Oh
Because
yeah, indeed.
because
They,
keep going back, don't we? We're not going forward.
but the future, time's always changing as we go into the future.
We need
And
to go
it's always,
forward in time.
yeah. So it's always good to try and bring in like some of the recent actors,
Yeah,
just so we can like get used to them as much as we can. Even though it can be quite difficult sometimes because perhaps we may not see them for very long in like a couple episodes.
yeah. We need something. Something needs to be done because we need to find out. It could be interesting to find out more about what's going to be happening. We need long. Well, it'll be nice have more in the series as well. Like back when David Tennant was Doctor, for example, he had lots of episodes in a series. Like how would you want it, Chandler? Would you like it all when a series comes out? Would you like all episodes coming out at once, or would you prefer like maybe split that into different parts of the year? So you're having more episodes within the year.
I think it'd be nice to have like about 10 episodes where one is released per week. And but before that weekly series, like before this series, there should be a Christmas special to help us introduce the new Doctor. Because I think releasing all the episodes at once, some people may think watch all the episodes in like one whole weekend perhaps, and then think, okay, well, I want a new series straight up instantly. And
Yeah.
I think that doing that releasing all the episodes at once might just kill the series, Max.
Yeah, because
So
you might have a year for that for another episode.
indeed. So definitely weekly basis. But how
Yeah.
about yourself?
Yeah, I agree. Like, it'd be nice to have an episode. Like, don't just go into the 60th with the new Doctor. It's gonna be interesting how they do that for the 60th next year. Because hearing what Russell T. Davies was saying, 2023, where it's all going to begin. So, I'm not sure if there even is going to be a festive episode this year. They might just go into it, or something. But I think there'll be more episodes. Bring it back to Saturdays would be lovely.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Bring it back to Saturday nights. Because like being a person like sports as well, like you watch normally most of the football that you watch is going to be on that Saturday, and then in the evening, normally a late kickoff, and then you'll watch Doctor Who, possibly 6:15, 7 p.m. And I don't know about you, but when we watch Match with David Tennant, there's always we've got to watch it when the time is out. Try and watch it when it's coming out, like live, because you have to start your phone because you get all the rumors and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because hence why I think they even showed that at the same time for BBC America. So these America viewers can like stay up to date as well at the same time.
Yeah, I think with when it's out in America, it's not the evening for them. It's more into the day, our time, and for them.
Yeah, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't watch it midday. Like if I was in America, I would be watching that in the evening. It's an evening show, isn't it, Doctor
Who? It's just something about, as you're saying, watching it on a Saturday evening. It's just surrounded by your family, just watching Doctor Who. It's a nice little feeling. Like definitely a moment that you just definitely want to keep hold of forever. It's a great memory.
Definitely. And what made you kind of get into Doctor Who in the first place, do you think?
That is a good question.
Like what made you decide to watch it? Like, did someone, like, for me, how I got into it, like a person in my family said you should watch this, and then I watched it when I was about 5, 6, and then I've watched it ever since. So I think it normally ends up like that, or because it's one of the longest running shows, isn't it? Since well, that's why we're having a celebration of the BBC for her last episode. So yeah, that would be good. And I actually recently saw a video where her last episode will be about an hour and a half long, so 90 minutes.
Yay!
So which I spoke to her because it's only recently like we found out that the Doctor, and this series started before we found out who the Doctor was. But so it's nice that we, in a way, we know. So we can. It's more part of the talk for this Doctor Who and Autism series. And I, from that, hearing that talk about the 40th Doctor, like finding out that it will be 90 minutes, which it was needed because there's too many unsolved mysteries that we haven't found out
yet. Yeah.
Right. Do you feel we need the mystery of Doctor Who back?
Perhaps yes, because once we get the answers, the sooner like it's very important we get answers from a lot of things, indeed, because I don't like leaving things on a cliffhanger. I think, okay, who is this person anymore?
Yeah, we want to know all the answers, don't we? Like, like if you watch that last series, like the whole series about the Watch, and then we never found out, did we? So it's annoying. And like, do you prefer to watch the next time trailers, or would you prefer not to watch the next time trailers once an episode's finished?
I definitely do watch the next time because if I watch an episode, this goes for any show really. If I don't watch the next time thing, I don't understand what is going on. So I'm a bit confused why I might end up having to rewatch that episode otherwise. So having the next time section, it gives me an understanding on what is going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, because like I think when I was younger, I kind of sometimes didn't watch the next time trailers because I wanted us to be a surprise.
Mm,
Like some shows don't have next time trailers, Doctor Who do. Um,
mm.
and possibly some people don't even stay for it because it's after all of the end tune. Um, but yeah, like, do you think like Doctor Who is good the way it is? Like we have these series a year, like, or do you feel like it should be made into a soap or something where we get an episode every day, or do you think it's fine the way it is?
I think it's fine the way it is because if it got made into like a continuous weekly thing, like every week of the whole year,
Yeah,
I think people might just get a bit fed up with it. Like, I know some Doctor Who fans may think, okay, yeah, I definitely won't. I'm a huge fan, but
yeah, it would get like what they're gonna do. They have to think of all these new things all the time.
yeah. And plus, that requires more staff writers, more time for building new sets because obviously taking time to build sets is a difficult thing, and budgeting costs as well also is another problem.
Hmm.
So trying to provide all an action, some action into like each episode is also a major difficult thing. But what about your edit? How about you feel?
Um, I feel like it should be the way it is, but I feel like we need more episodes. Um,
Mm,
like I don't mind it just being a part of the year, but it'd be nice if it was different parts. So like you have a part one, a part two, 3 parts
yeah.
each year of a series. So like like if they make it, which they could make it 20 episodes per series or 15, 10, 20 to 15. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think the most we ever had was 20, but that was cut into different years. But under David Tennant, he had the most run of episodes within all the New Who Doctors. Um,
Mm,
but yeah, I prefer it to be like that. I don't think it will be like that. But who knows? It would be nice if we have it in different parts of the year. So maybe 5 or 6 episodes, like in the first part, the next part maybe another 5 or 6, and then the last part of the year they can do that, and like they can even make the series like we don't really get that, do we? We only get a series part of a Christmas episode or a festival episode, do we? It's just separate. It'd be nice if it's like
mm.
actually part of the actual series in a way.
Yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic. But don't forget, like a festive episode always helps introduce a new cast member into the show
Mm.
in a way. Like especially with like a new doctor involved. It's just I guess it gives us just like a warm up.
Mm.
I think should I continue this series on with this new doctor or should I not? So
Yeah,
uh, but yeah,
like
definitely great answers.
yeah, people judge quite often, don't they? Like when you find out who a doctor is,
Yeah.
um, which is why I would have preferred the weighted, really, closer to the time. Um,
Mm.
but in a way, it's good because I get to talk about this now on the Autism and Doctor Who series.
Yeah.
um, but but yeah, because it was great. It's very recent. It was only yesterday, Chandler. um, was you shocked that we found out yesterday?
Uh, I was I wasn't really shocked as much, but because I wasn't so sure who we were going to be getting for a new Doctor. But in a way, yes, I am also shocked a little bit because obviously it's amazing that we actually are getting a diversity of a different actor to play a Doctor, a
Mm.
new Doctor in a way because uh, it I feel like that because obviously with time is changing all the time, people are part of like different communities, like Pride community, or there should be more women involved as like main TV shows. I think it's important in a way to include that many different people, especially with people with like disabilities, to show them on TV as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's important to include as much as that as possible in a TV show, if possible.
Yeah, have like that to have autism, for example, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Like, what's your opinion on that? Like, with actors that play an actor who has autism, but they don't actually have autism themselves.
I think that really upsets me in a way, because they obviously they're trying to see the point of view from an autistic person, but it's more different in a way, because it's completely different as an autistic person. It's that because obviously autistic people see things black and white. We see things in a whole different situation, where if you compare them to an actor or an actress, they would see it's just like something, oh, it's normal. They're probably having a tantrum, like, and it just seems a bit embarrassing. But it takes more to understand autism than, like, it takes a lot of time to learn it and to understand it. And I feel like that's why it's important to have more airtime to talk about not just about autism, but about all these different disabilities, so people understand the awareness of all of them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, like I agree. Like, it's better if like you have these TV shows about autism, don't you? Like there's one that always springs to mind. Like Undateables. I feel like people with autism do go on that, and I feel like the name kind of undermines people, doesn't it? Not
Yeah.
just with autism, of anything, because it's saying that undateable to go on the show, that they're gonna go on dates. So and they show quite a lot, don't they? So that's one. Like, have you watched the show on Netflix called Atypical? Have you seen that?
I think I've seen the trailer before, but I never really watched the show.
Yeah, like there's a kid in there that has autism, Asperger's. You have a good series called The A Word. It's actually pretty good. Like, it's probably one of the better ones. But yeah, like it's hard, isn't it? Like, it's better when that actor has it themselves. Although, because you can't really act an autistic person if you're not autistic yourself.
No, definitely not.
Like, and if you are, you've got to be really careful what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you can easily offend someone, can't you?
Indeed.
I
mean, but anyway, I mean, it's good. I mean, on CBBC, one of the BBC channels, they actually did show a documentary about autism before. Like, not, I think probably a month or two ago, which I think it's actually brilliant then, because at least it gives kids an understanding of what autism is also about now. So
yeah,
because it's not just adults that should learn; it's also like kids, like teenagers mainly, because you never know if you're new school, like if you're a school kid starting school, you never know if your new friend has autism, and it's always best to understand the basics of autism and what it really means.
yeah, like bring autism into the Whoverse, as they call it.
Yeah.
Have an actor or something, or a master. Well, for example, for Crohn's, for example, I've said to a fair few people that haven't known when I'm speaking on here that he has Crohn's disease, Chandler. So I kind of like him. Probably one of my favourite characters under Jodie's era is him, because he has Crohn's like me. So they are spreading awareness, but not in the show. They don't. Of course, he doesn't say I'm the master and I have Crohn's. He still plays the part, but
yeah,
it's known that they are allowing people that have like an illness, or like one had dyspraxia as well. So you're having these. They're starting to do that now, and I think the more they do that, the more people will watch it.
Mm.
And the writing will be better now. Like unfortunately, where the Joe's doctor in parts didn't feel like she was as caring. Like with there was something about cancer, and I don't know if you saw it. I think Graham said he had cancer, and the doctor wasn't really saying much about that. Really.
Oh, that,
Um,
that's very sad. That is.
yeah, and I know like the doctor, they feel like the doctor he can't say anything better because he or she doesn't know what to say. But
Mm.
the doctor to me is always kind of a caring character.
So the doctor doesn't really tend to show it that well.
No, maybe the doctor didn't really understand what was going on or what they could say, because the doctor doesn't have a magic wand, can't take things away.
Mm.
But I suppose that's bringing more awareness, like people having cancer that's shown and got what happens in Doctor Who can happen in real life.
Yeah.
But I suppose when you actually have to realise what's real life and what's not, like with different things, because you put on a different thing, don't you? You're not going to be the same person you are as in like real life to an actor. So like David Tennant, for example, he had to put a British accent for his role because he's Scottish, and yeah, that was for many people. I would have presumed that we didn't know that we didn't know he was Scottish.
I don't even knew that myself.
No, it's he talks very good British accent, but yeah, like it's just accepting, be really accepting of that happen, like bringing things into the Doctor Who for like autism and stuff, and like talk to someone about having epilepsy and autism or something, because in Doctor Who there are flashy moments for people with epilepsy, so it'd be nice to accommodate like people when they watch these things.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Chandler, before we go, is there like I've asked everyone so far, like because Doctor Who kind of impacts your life really, like and like when you have autism really, doesn't it? Because you kind of really interested in that, and hobbies always linked in. It's the reason I wanted to do this, because I like Doctor Who, and I find, like, if you agree, like other people in the autism community like Doctor Who as well, and I didn't really know this till not long ago, so it's really interesting. Yeah.
I mean, Doctor Who, it's definitely a comfort show, one of my comfort shows as well, because it's something well recognisable. Quite a lot of fans love the show as well.
Yeah.
And just enjoying Torchwood along with it, and Celgene Adventures. Class, I'm definitely going to try and rewatch to try and see if I enjoy that again.
It's only going to be one season. They didn't make another one, did they?
No, but I'm definitely going to try and rewatch it just to see if I'll enjoy it again.
Okay.
But I think it's always going to be part of my comfort no matter what. Like, it reminds me of a bit of home in some ways, like true meaning of the UK failing to took over the earth.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like, it's a really good comfort show, like for people that have autism and people that don't. Like, but I find our hobbies really impact us when we have autism. Not just Doctor Who, but I picked Doctor Who because it's one of my comfort shows, and finding out as other people in the autism community comfort shows too. And when I have people on here on this series that don't, I always mention it because I mention the autism just so they know a little bit about it. It kind of educates them too, a little bit about it, because Doctor Who is been going a long time, and we enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah. So last thing before we finish, Chandler, because it's been great to have you back and everything.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad
Yeah.
to be back.
And we look forward to doing more things together, which we're not going to say right now, but we'll do that like in the future because it's quite exciting. I think more next year. Like we'll plan that before then for sure. But is there a quote or something in Doctor Who that you kind of relate to in real life, like in like everyday life?
I don't think there's any quotes
Okay.
I can relate to.
Okay.
But how about yourself?
I like the Rings of that Matt Smith's speech in that Rings of Actiton. That really relatable because like it kind of tells you about what happened in your life and stuff, or what has happened. Is there, if there's none that relates to you, is there any that you any favourites that you have?
I mean, not really, but I know there's always one thing that always comes to my mind. Like, I know it's not part of Doctor Who, but
yeah.
But lately I've been keeping myself motivated all the time, and it's one thing I feel like people should always realize. It's like you are original, and that no one can never replace you.
Yeah.
By that, which basically means you can enjoy whatever you want to do in your life, and succeed no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's great. Like, so it's some good advice there, Chandler, because like you're right, no one can replace you. You're who you are, and that links very well into autism because like people with autism, like you have it. Not everyone's going to be the same, and everyone's different. So no one's going to replace you for who you are. Yeah, I think that's sort of really good, Chandler. And yeah, like, is there anything else that you want to say before we finish?
No, I cannot think of anything.
Okay. Well, thank you, Chandler. It's been great to have you back on for this Autism and Doctor Who series.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and we look forward to we're doing what we discussed before.
Yep.
Next year.
Oh yes, definitely look forward to that one indeed.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Chandler. It's been really fun.
You're welcome. All right, see ya.
Bye bye.